Hi, it's Mike here. I'm with Computer Cuisine Deluxe, and I wanted to do a video on how previously registered users of version 5.0 can quickly and easily upgrade to version 6.1, the new version, and import all of your recipe data from version 5.0. This process is just in summary, it's going to be pretty easy. You're just going to export all of your recipe data and photos from version 5.0, and then you're just going to import them into version 6.1. So for this particular example, I'm on a Mac, but the process will be exactly the same way if you're on a Windows-based PC. So right here in my dock, I have version 5.0 at the ready, and I have version 6.1 ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to launch the older version 5.0, and you may see a menu similar to this when you launch yours. If you're on a Windows-based PC, it will be pretty much the same thing as well. But I created a simple database just to show you there's 25 recipes in this collection. Let's say they're all cake recipes. You can look in the list. I just made it all cakes just so you can clearly see that this is a customized collection of recipes. Your recipe collection may have more than 25 listed here. You may have 50, 100, 1,000 of your own recipes. That's great. The process will be identical, so it's not going to be any different. You don't have to worry about that. I just want to show a customized list of recipes so that it's different from the 1001 that's normally included. So this is assuming you deleted the 1001 recipes that comes with Computer Cuisine Deluxe, and these are just your recipes. You can also see in the list that some of them have photos. If you click on glazed lemon cake, it has a photo of glazed lemon cake. You can see that here, and those recipes with photos are signified with the little camera icon that you see in the list. So there's a couple of recipes in here that also have photos. So you can go back to the main menu, and to export your recipe data, it's really simple. Just go into the Tools menu, and you're going to want to select Backup All Recipes. This will create a tab-separated data file of just your raw recipe data. So you go ahead and select that, and it will tell you it's created a file called recipesbackup.tab inside the Computer Cuisine Deluxe folder on your hard drive. Now this one doesn't contain the photos, it just contains your raw recipe data. It's a small text file actually, but it's perfectly set up for importing into the new version. So if we go into that version 5.0, you can see there it is, recipesbackup.tab. That is what was created inside your Computer Cuisine Deluxe 5.0 folder. And again, that will be the same on the Mac or the PC, and I'm just going to go ahead and drag that to the desktop just so you can clearly see where it's located. Now inside your Computer Cuisine Deluxe 5.0 folder, you'll see there's extensions, there's the app, and there's also the data app. This is all stuff that you really won't need to touch right now, but I just wanted to show you that it's essentially an empty folder besides these three items for the time being, because we're going to now export all the recipe photos. So what we're going to do is in the Tools menu, again, we're going to go and we're going to select Extract and Export All Recipe Photos. Once you do this, it will go through and it will create a separate graphics file for every photo that you have for every recipe. So we're going to click OK, and it's already actually done. So now when we go back to that folder that, remember, that only had 3 items in it, in Applications, in Computer Cuisine Deluxe 5.0, voila, look at that. We have now different graphics. See, you can see here, scroll through, different graphics are created for each one of the recipe photos that you had in your collection. So you can now save those to either a separate folder and call it photos, or you can just have your photos separately and import them in later into the new version. So for the time being, we're essentially done with version 5.0 because we've extracted the photos and we've extracted all the recipe content. So we're done with this for now, so we can go ahead and just quit that out. Wait until that quits out, and then now what we're going to do is we're going to launch the new version, version 6.1 of Computer Cuisine Deluxe. Once we've done that, you can see that it comes with the 1001 recipes, and let's just assume that this is the brand new fresh version that you just downloaded off the website, and let's also assume that you don't care about any of these 1001 recipes, you just want your own recipes in the collection. You just want a personalized collection. That's great. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go into recipes and we're going to say delete all recipes. Permanently, it's going to ask for a confirmation. Do you really want to delete 1001 recipes? And we're going to say yes, delete all. So it'll take a little bit of time because it is processing 1,001 different recipes that it's deleting out. And you can see now it says recipes blank of blank. Essentially, there's no recipes in the collection. So the last step is we're just going to import this recipes backup tab file that we created from the old version into the new version. It's really simple. You're just going to go into the tools menu and you're going to select import recipes from Computer Cuisine backup file. It will then ask where that's located, and sure enough, there it is on the desktop. Select that, hit open, and boom. We now have the 25 recipes from the old version, which was just a list of cakes, and they're now in the new version. The one thing that we don't have are the photos. This is, again, it imports your raw recipe data, which is text only. So we're going to now say, uh-oh, we want to have those photos in the new version. Well, it's fairly simple. We just, again, can either find those photos that are located in the applications folder for version 5.0. You can drag some of these out. I'm just going to drag out a couple just so you can quickly see how the process works, because it will be the same for each one. And each photo file name is actually the title of the recipe itself. So if it says best fudge cake, you can go back to Computer Cuisine Deluxe, and that's obviously the photo for best fudge cake. So we can just go to the photo tab and under the main menu, select this, and it's going to ask for the recipe file. Just click anywhere on that main photo area and just select best fudge cake. Hit open, and now we've imported that photo in. You can do the same process for Black Forest cherry cake and such, and now with the new version you can actually have multiple photos. So you may want to take this time to import additional photos if you have them of your dishes, but we can go ahead and go to the list menu and select, let's see, Black Forest cherry cake. We have a photo for that. Go into the photo menu, click anywhere on this main photo icon area, and select Black Forest cherry cake right there. Import that in, and now this one's in. So essentially we've easily imported all of our recipe data from the old one, and you can see there are camera icons signifying that the photos are also correctly imported into the application as well for the various photos or recipes that have photos. There you go. So really that's the process. It's fairly simple. Just wanted to make a video to show you the exact step-by-step because it might be easier to just see it done in practice. But it's always a good idea, once again, to just back up everything, especially the Computer Cuisine Deluxe 5.0 folder with all your key recipe data, just so you don't lose anything, just to be safe. Okay? Thanks.